All right, so the first question it's going to ask is, during a semester, a student earned an 86, an 88, 94, 90, 98, and an 80 on 6 tests. What is the average score? All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to add up every single one of these scores. So 86 plus 88. So if you look right here, 86 plus 88, which are the first two. 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is going to be 14. We're going to carry the 1. And then 8 plus 8 is 16. But we're going to add the 1 again, which is going to be 17. So it should be 174. And I'm going to cross off the first two, so I know I did them. 174 plus 94. Okay, 174 plus 94. 8. So 8. 9 plus 7, 16. We're going to carry the 1 over to the third column. And it to be 1 plus 1 is 2. So 268. Now it's to be plus 90. So 268 plus 90. Okay. 8 plus 0 is 8. Okay. And then 9 plus 6 is 15. And then we're going to carry that 1 from the 15. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. I'm actually going to do something real quick. I'm going to scan these pages. Hold up. And backside, yes, there is. Did I get the backside? Hold up. Let me get this real quick. This. Okay. So I'm going to send all these to you. Yeah, I'm going to send all these to you. And then I'm going to, so you can do them on your own. And then I'm going to show you the answers right now in here, and I'm going to send you an answer key to all of them. Okay. So right here, we're right here. 358 we got from the fourth one. So cross off the 90. And now it's to be 358 plus 98. Okay. So it's to be 8 plus 8, 16. We're going to carry that 1. It should be 9 plus 5 is 14. We're going to carry that. We're going to add the 1. So it's be 15. 9 plus 5. Now we're going to have, from the 15, we're going to carry over the 1. So it's to be 4. So 456. So we're done with that 98. And now we're on to the last one of 80. So 456 plus 80 is going to be 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 5 is 13. And we're going to carry the 1 over to the 4. And 4 plus 1 is 5. Let's see there. Okay, so 536 is our grand total. And we have 6 tests. We have 6 tests, and we're going to divide that by 6. Okay, so 53. Okay, 6 doesn't go into 5 for long division. 6 doesn't go into 5, but 6 does go into 53, and it goes in 8 times. So 8 times 6 is 48. Okay, and we're going to bring down the 6. So 6 divided by 56. Okay, and let's see. Did I do this wrong? No. Or did I? What did I do here? Did I add something wrong? No. It actually should be a 4. So 6 divided by 54, which is going to be 9 times 6, which is 54. And you have a remainder of 0. Okay. Let me do this on my phone to make sure. So 86 plus 88 plus 94 plus 90 plus 98 plus 80 divided by 6. Okay. Okay. So we have 89, so it should be A. Now on to number 2. This is number 2. So what it's asking right here, or in the previous one that you sent me, I'm gonna switch it up. So on this one, it asked about algebra, total number of questions correctly answered. And it's going to ask, what percent of the questions on the entire test did the student answer correctly? On this one, it's going to show shots attempted and shots made. And out of all 3 games, what he attempted and what he made. So from game 1, he attempted 15 and he made 12. Then game 2, he attempted 10, made 6. Game 3, attempted 20, and he made 10. Okay, and these are your percentages. All right, so we're gonna add first. We're gonna add all the shot he attempted in all 3 games. So 15 plus 10 plus 20 So 15 plus 10 is 25, plus 20 is 45. Now we're going to do right here 12 plus 6, 18, plus 10, 28. So he made 28 out of the 45, and we want a percentage. So in order to get a percentage, we need to reverse divide it, which means we're going to put the bigger number on the outside and the smaller number on the inside. And 45 obviously doesn't go into 28, so we need to put decimals, 2 decimals, 2 zeros. And we're going to move these decimals over 2 places. And so I'm going to leave that decimal there. Okay? So 45, or 280 divided by 45. So if you add or multiply 45 by whatever, 45, 90, 135, 180, 225, 5 times, and then 270, 6 times. And 270 is just under 280. So we're going to subtract 280 from with 270, which is going to be 10. And we're going to bring down this other 0, the second 0. So it went in 6 times. So 0.6. And we're going to bring that second 0 down. And it's going to be 45, or 100 divided by 45, which is 2. 45 is 90. And the remainder is going to be 10. Again. So 62, because it went in twice. 45 went into 100 twice. And we had a remainder of 10. Now 62 it's approximate. The approximate percentage is 62, but we can keep on adding zeros as much as we want, and we'll never get a 0 after we subtract it from everything. So it's a keep on being the same. 100 divided by 45, which is going to be 2 again, because 2 times 45 is 90. And to be 10 again, bring down the 0. And then same thing, 100 divided by 45 is 2. And 2 times 45 is 90, with the remainder of 10. But in the test, they want to know percentage. So 0.6222, we moved over this 2 decimal places. So we're going to move this over 2 decimal places from the answer. So the correct answer is 62.22%, which is C. Okay? All right, those are the first 2. Let's see. Number 5. Let's see. So on number 5, from the one you sent me, it's saying Mr. Gutierrez needs to order rope for her gym class of 32 students. Each student will receive a piece of rope that is 5 feet, 8 inches long, and it's going to ask, what is the total length of the rope Mrs. Gutierrez needs to order for her class? So in this one, Mr. Moreno needs to buy rope for an activity in gym class. His class has 26 students. Each student gets 4 feet 10 inches. What is the total length of the rope that he needs to buy for the class? And those are the answers. So first step I would do is these 10 inches. Okay, so first we're gonna convert or make sure to know, yeah, obviously everybody knows 12 inches is in a foot. So since there's 12 inches in a foot, we have each student gets 4 feet. So 4, so it's gonna be 4 times 12, or 12 times 4, 12, 24, 36, 48. So 48 inches is in 4 feet, obviously, and then plus the 10 inches, extra 10 inches, which is going to be 58 total inches. 58 total inches. Okay? Or another way you can do it, you could multiply 26 times 10. 26 times 10, which is 260. Okay? And then 12 times 4, which is 48. And then that 48, you're going to multiply it 26 times. Okay? So we're going to cross multiply here. So 6 times 8 is 48. And we're going to get that 4 and bring it up here. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 4 is 28. And we're going to put a 0 there as we're multiplying a second variable. Now 2 times 8 is 16. We're going to put that 6 there, and we're going to put the 1 above. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Okay, so 8, 14. So 8 plus 0, 8. 8 plus 6 is 14, which is, we're going to carry that 1. 2 plus 9 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So in total, there's 1,248 from doing this method. But if you want to do the easier method, 48 plus 10 is 58 inches. Now that 58 inches, you're going to multiply it by the 26. Okay, and I'll do this real quick. 6 times 8 is 48. Carry the 4. 6 times 5 is 30. Plus 4 is 34. Place a 0. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 11. Plus, because I carry the 1. 2 times 5, 10. Plus 1 is 11, okay. 0 plus 8 is 8. 6 plus 4 is going to be, let's see, did I do this wrong? Let me do it on my phone real quick. Okay, sorry, my bad. So 1248 1248 isn't your final answer. It's to be 1248 plus 260 from these two. The 260, yeah. 8, 0, 1, 5. So the total after adding the 1248 and 260 is 1508. And so if we go back to the other method, 6 plus 4 is 10. Bring down the 0, carry the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And there's no carrying, so it's going to be a straight 1. So 1508, 1508. Okay, so we're going to get that 1508 divided by 12. 1508 divided by 12. 12 goes into 15 one time. We're going to carry, and 15 minus 12 is 3. We're going to carry this 0 down and to bring 30. Okay? And now, let's see. 12 goes into 32 times. Hold up real quick. 48. I might be doing this wrong. 48, 58 times 26. Okay, I think I did this wrong, but I'm still gonna solve it anyway. So 2 times 12 is 24, which is a remainder of 6. And we're gonna bring this 8 down. 68, or 12 goes into 68, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 5. 5 times 12 is 60, with a remainder of 8. And you don't have to put decimal points. So to be 125.8. Okay. No, I messed up because, not 0.8, but I messed up because there shouldn't be a decimal. There should be an exact full number. And so if it has to be an exact full number, because in order to calculate it, 107 feet, 2 inches, 108 feet, 0 inches, 99 feet, 7 inches, like that's, so for instance, 107 feet and 2 inches. 107 times 12, because there's 12 inches in a foot, 1284, and then plus the 2 inches, 1286. Now, it should be a full number like that. It should be a full number like that, so that when you divide it by 12, it should look like that. So, yeah, 107, 2 inches, whatever. And same thing with, yeah, there should be no decimal. If there is, when you solve it, calculate it, and calculate the inches closest to the next full number, the closest full number. So like 125 say right here 107, like 107 times 12 plus the 2 inches, and then divided by the 12, 107.166, whatever. And then right here, it says 107 feet, 2 inches. Just round this up to the next one. But number 5 is wrong. Well, I solved it right, 125.8, but the answers I provided were wrong. Okay, number 6. Let's see number 6. So, shows right here. Use the diagram below to answer the question that follows. What is the total length of Clear Lake's shoreline? Clear Lake shoreline. And right here, actually, sorry. Okay, so if you see right here, actually not right there, right here. We'll go back to number 6. Number 6, so each of these little blocks right here are 2 by 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So, and then up here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's all these blocks are 2 by 2s. And it's asking for the total length around it. So all this black, you're gonna calculate the total length. And I started right here at this point right here. And I'm gonna go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, and 44. So this total length is 44 miles because it's calculated in miles. And yeah, there's should be no other way to solve it. It's kind of eye-based. You can't really, unless it was 4 sides, which meaning like a complete square, then you can probably calculate the perimeter by multiplying or adding, but you have to eyeball it from here to 4, so yeah, because it's a 2 by 2. Okay, let's go back here. So that was number 6, and it's B. I kind of drew it out. That wasn't really perfect. Okay, okay, so number 7. You guys had trouble with number 7? So it's saying a glass tabletop is supported by a rectangular pedestal. If the tabletop is 8 inches wider than the pedestal on each side, what is the perimeter of the glass tabletop? And when I seen your guys' answers, I think you guys chose 184 inches. And I'm going to show you what I think you guys did wrong, and then I'm going to show you the right way. So, okay, so 8 inches wider. So what we're thinking of is 36 inches wider this way and wider that way. So let me redraw this. 36, and then we're going to add another 8, and another 8. Okay, and 36 plus 8 is 44, plus another 8 is 44, 52. So that's what I'm assuming the width from top and bottom are, which adds up to 104. Okay, and 48. And there's 48 and 48. And if we add these two, 48 and 48, it is going to be, let's see, 96. Okay, and it's asking for the perimeter, which is, that's a keyword, perimeter, meaning adding all sides. So 96 plus 104, which is adding up to 200. I'm not sure where the how you guys got 184, or if it was close enough to 180. 200 was close enough to 184, but the correct answer is E, and I'm gonna show you right now why it's E. So let me draw this. Okay, so we added the width to both of these. Okay, and it should have came out to 52. So 52 here, 52 up here. Correct? Now, what the right way is, we're gonna add 8 inches vertically to the 48 inches. So if you can see, we're adding 8 inches on each side to the 48. Okay, so 52 plus 52 is 104. Okay, and 48 plus 8 is 56, plus another 8 is 64. So 64 plus 64 is going to be 128, and then we're gonna add the 104 from the top and the bottom, so right here, and the answer should come out to, sorry, wrong, 232, which is E. And see, pedestal, sorry, pedestal, table, top. Pedestal, tabletop. And I'm gonna redraw it right here. It's not really good. Pedestal. let's see. So in total, it should look like this right here. So what we're really adding, let me, what we're really adding are these four corners right here to the perimeter, these four. So, and then it should turn out like that in total, which is E. Oh shoot. Okay, hopefully that helps. Okay. So the next one is number 8. Okay. So number 8, the original question was Rob uses one box of cat food every 5 days to feed his cats. Approximately how many boxes of cat food does he use per month? Okay. And let me solve it with you. Let me actually screen share. Okay. And that was number 8, I believe. Yes. So, so in a month there is 30 days approximately. So if we divide one box per 5 days and 30 days, so 30 divided by 5 is 6. So 6, if she uses one box for those 30 days, she used one box per 5 days, then she should use 6 boxes, if that makes sense. Now, let me stop sharing. Let me see. Okay, so what I did, I made a new problem. You can see, hold up. I need to back up. Okay. So Lisa uses 2 boxes of cat food every 6 days to feed her cats. Approximately how many boxes of cat food does she use per month? Okay, so I just changed up the numbers a little bit. So now 30 days are in a month. Okay, 30 days are in a month. And first thing you need to do is divide the days by the days per month. So 30 divided by 6, which is going to be 5. So she doesn't use the 6, so how do I say this? Out of those 30 days, you're going to divide that by 6 days, and it's going to come out to 5. But for those 6 days, she uses 2 boxes. So with these 2 boxes, you're going to multiply this by 5, which is 10. Okay, I made it a little more complicated just so you can kind of think more. So 30 days in a month, you're gonna divide 30 by 6, which you're gonna get 5. And she uses 2 boxes per 6 days. And she will do that 5 times out of the month. So 5 times the 2 boxes are gonna be 10, which is A. Okay. Okay, number 11, I made a answer similar, and I'm gonna share again. Which is, what is it, 11? So, at a college, 2 out of 5 seniors go on to attend graduate school. If there are 750 seniors at the college, how many would be expected to attend graduate school? Okay, what I did first, I got the total number of students, okay, and I divided it by the second highest number, which is 5, okay, and it's to come out to 150. Now it comes out, it's one of your answers right here, but we don't want 150 because that's only about 20% of what it's asking, okay? So 2 out of 5 is 40%, okay? Percent wise. But if 750 divided by 5 is 150, we can multiply it by 5 again, and it's 750. Okay? Now, if it is 150 and two out of the 5 seniors go on to attend graduate school, we need to multiply the 150 by the 2, which is 300. Okay? So 750 divided by 5, and you're gonna get 1 out of 5 seniors. Okay? But it's asking for 2 out of 5 seniors. And 2 out of 5 seniors is approximately 300 seniors out of the 750. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, let me stop sharing. Now here, I made a similar one. Shoot. If you can see. At a business, 3 out of 4 go out to lunch instead of bringing a lunch from home. If there is 800 workers, how many go out to lunch? Okay, hold on, I got my pen. Okay, I am not going to show you. I didn't write the answers to this actually. Okay. So, at a business, blah, 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 and these are the answers. Okay. And so we found out if we get the total number, so 800 divided by 4 is going to be 200. Correct? And 200 is 1. 200 should equal 1 out of the 4. Okay? Now, it's not asking for 1 out of 4. That's not the answer. It's asking for 3 out of 4. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this number and take the 3 and the 200, and we're going to multiply it together. So it's to be 200 times 3, which is going to be 600, which is going to be C on my paper. Okay, now 22 was kind of tricky. So let's go back to my screen sharing. Okay, 22. Okay, I just guessed on here, but so it's saying at the beginning of class period, half of the students in a class go to the library. Later in the period, half of the remaining students go to the computer lab. If there are 8 students remaining in the class, how many students were originally in the class? And this is kind of a confusing one because there can be 2 possible answers, or 3 actually. And I'm going to show you the 3 possible answers, but obviously the correct answer is 32, and I'm going to kind of show you how, or not show you, but give you a link to a better explanation because I don't really know the correct way. So think of it like this. So you have 8 students remaining in the class after everybody goes to the library, or half of the class goes to the library, the other half goes to the computer lab with them after they left. But now there's 8 students remaining in the class, which is weird, yeah. So if you think about it, half and half of 8, I mean 8, or half of 16, 8 and 8. And now there's 8 remaining, which adds up to 24. Adds up to 24. Now you can think of it another way as well. You can go 12 students leave to the library, and then the other 12 go, adds up to 24, and now there's 8 remaining. And now it adds up to 32. 8 and 24 are 32. Okay? And same thing with 40. You can have 16 students go in the beginning, and then after that you can have another 16 go, and it adds up to 32. And now you have 8 students remaining in the class, which adds up to 40. And now it can be E. So yeah, it's confusing to me. It can be either one of these 3. And I found this link right here. This is what I found. And if you go to the 5-minute mark, it explains to you problem number 22, but it actually explains 21 to 25. But I guess 22 was the hardest one. In the period. 22 is the hardest one because it goes on for about 5 minutes. Yeah, it goes on for about 5 minutes. And there's only 24 minutes in the video. So if you can tell right now, it's algebraic. It's an algebraic expression, and you find 32 based on, because x equals 8. The x equals 8 on here, but there's a solution, or a formula to solving it, and it's kind of difficult to like explain because it'll obviously take long to explain. So I'm gonna shoot. Where is that? I'm gonna let you look at that video. Yeah, this is the video. If you wanna look it up or study it, I don't know. Okay. Let me stop sharing now. Okay. Okay, now we got 3 more questions. Okay, no, okay, shoot. I'm gonna go back to this right here, and it's 25. So, 50 miles, I'm gonna show you a different way of how I did it. I mean, I set up a different question for you so you can solve. But I'm gonna explain here, obviously. So 50 miles per hour. So from 2 to 3, he makes 50 miles up from 2 to 3. Now the question they're asking is, Arturo continues at the same team at 2:30, so half of an hour. Half of an hour. So half of that is 50 miles. Or half of 50 is 25. And I seen you clicked 25. And you're correct. He traveled 25 miles an hour. But when he seen the sign at 2, he's seen this, obviously. So if he's going 50 miles an hour and at 2:30 he already traveled 25 miles from Cannon, he's going to be, so from 25, and there was 62. So 62 minus 25, which is going to equal 37 miles from Cannon as he reaches 2:30. Okay? Now, say they ask, oh, what about 3 o'clock now? Now you're going to subtract that 25, or you're going to subtract that 25 from 37, which is going to be 12 miles now that he has till Cannon. Or you can get that full hour, 50, 62 minus 50. It's going to be 12. But originally, if it's a half hour, half this 50, and then subtract it from what the city it's asking. So Cannon, 62 minus 25, which is going to be 37. Okay, now I did a different problem. Okay, let me see real quick. I did a different problem. Michael is driving at a speed of 60 miles an hour. At 3, he sees the following sign. From Salma, he's 10 miles away. Visalia, 50 miles away. Delano, 83 miles away. LA, 190 miles away. And it's not accurate. I just made it up. But now it's saying Michael continues at the same speed at 45. At 3:45, how far is he from Delano? Will he be? Okay, and those are the answers. And so, if he goes 60 miles per hour, there are 60 minutes in an hour. Okay, 60 minutes in an hour, obviously. And so he's basically traveling 1 mile per minute. He's going 1 mile per minute, so that once he reaches 60 miles, it'll be in a full hour. Now here, if it's 3 o'clock when he sees this sign, and now it's 3:45, 3:45, meaning he picked up about 45 miles because he's going 1 mile per minute from 3 o'clock. Okay, now it's asking how far is he from Delano at 3:45 now. Okay, so Delano is 83 miles away from when he's seen it at 3. Now it's 3:45, so you're gonna get 83 minus 45. Okay, you're gonna borrow a 1 from the 8, which is gonna make it a 7, and it's gonna be 13 instead of 3. 13 minus 5 is 8. and there's no double-digit number, so you don't need a carry. So it's to be 7 minus 4 now, which is 3. So now he is about 38 miles away from Delano. Okay, pretty simple, I guess. Okay, now we're gonna go to 43, and I'm gonna explain why that's the answer. Okay. All right. So the grocery store is located 3 miles away from the house. The house is located 4 miles away from the house, or the highway, sorry. Okay, based on the information, which of the following conclusions can be made? So there's keywords here that you got to look at. Grocery store, 3 miles away, and house. And then on the second one, it's house, and then located 4 miles away, and then highway. Those are all your keywords on here. So it's saying the grocery store is located 3 miles away from the house. Okay? And then the house is now located 4 miles away from the highway. Now let's look at the first answer. The grocery store is no more than 3 miles away from the highway. Not really. It wouldn't be the grocery store wouldn't be 3 miles away because the house is about 4 miles away and the house from the grocery store is 3 miles away. So either way, if you subtracted or added, it wouldn't add up, it wouldn't add up to 3. Now, the grocery store is no more than 1 mile away from the highway. True, kind of, but we don't know which direction it's giving us from. 3 miles from the house is located 4 miles from the highway. Yeah, it can be 1, but it's not how it's worded. It's not, so it's basically saying I went from the grocery store to the house. So basically think of it as going in one direction from left to right. So grocery store to house, or grocery store to house, 3 miles, and then house to highway, which is 4 miles. And then that adds up to 7, which is C. The grocery store is no more than 7 miles away from the highway. Okay? Now D, the grocery store is exactly 3 miles away from the highway. No. No. Like I said, it's 3 miles from the house, but it wouldn't logically add up. It wouldn't logically add up because, it can be 1 or it can be 7, depending on how it's worded. Okay, and then the grocery store is exactly 4 miles from the highway. Yeah, no, because the house is 4 miles away from the highway, and the grocery store is 3 miles. So if it was, then it wouldn't add up. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, so it's kind of weird. I don't know how to. I try to use my philosophy skills from my class to word it up. So it's saying the hotel is 6 miles away from the restaurant. The restaurant is 4 miles away from the movie theater. And then these are your 4 answers. Now, let's look at the first one. Or let's look at D. The hotel must be closer to the movie theater. No, because the restaurant is kind of in the middle of both of them, so it wouldn't be correct. The movie theater is 10 miles from the restaurant. It's 4 miles because it says it right here. B, the restaurant is 4 miles away from the hotel. No, because I put right here, it says 6 miles away from the restaurant. And so it's kind of similar to the grocery store and house and highway one. The hotel is 10 miles away from the movie theater. So basically, I'm adding these two, the hotel, the movie theater. And obviously, the keywords hotel, 6 miles, restaurant, and then restaurant, 4 miles, movie theater. Okay, this is nothing to do with really numbers. I mean, kind of numbers, but it's more of putting together how far which is which. Okay, and you just need to find the most reasonable one. So look at all of them first and find the dumb ones, like the dumb ones that don't add up. Like, yeah, restaurant is 4 miles from the hotel when it's 6 miles, like stuff like that. Cross that out, like some dumb ones. Okay, and it should be A. I'll circle that. All right, and the last one. So let's go back. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so it's asking, there will be a softball practice every Saturday through the season with the following exceptions. If it rains, softball practice will be canceled. There's no softball practice on the third Saturday of the month. Okay. Now, keywords, obviously. Okay, so keywords are softball practice every Saturday, but the two exceptions were if it rains, that's a key part, if it rains, and softball practice will be canceled. Canceled is a keyword too. Okay, and then now it's the second one is saying there is no softball practice on the third Saturday of the month. So third Saturday of the month, that's a keyword. Okay. Now, if you look at what that question is asking, if it is Saturday, obviously, but there is no softball practice, then it must be true that blah, blah, blah. So no softball practice is a keyword in the question. No softball practice. If we look at the gray box right here, it's saying no softball practice is the keyword, no softball practice. Okay? No softball practice. And it must be true that it is raining. No, because if it was raining, it'll say it's canceled. Or it'll say just it's canceled. Or whatever, It is the third Saturday of the month. That's true. It is the third Saturday. I mean, it could be the third Saturday of the month if there's no, whatever. And it's saying it is raining and it is a third Saturday of the month. Those two don't add up. It is raining and it is the third Saturday of the month. Because if the third Saturday of the month and it rained, there is no practice to begin with. So it wouldn't be canceled because there was no practice. I mean, there was no practice anyway to begin with because it's the third of the month. Now, D, it is raining or it is the third Saturday of the month. So these two keywords right here, and or, these could basically be an answer based off of this question right here. So if it is Saturday, there is no softball practice. Okay? It just all depends on the question, how it asks it. And then softball games are on the third Saturday of the month. That's not right because it doesn't say anything about a softball game. It talks about practice. and it's not raining, because if it was raining, then it would have said it is canceled. This could be right. It is the third Saturday of the month. It is raining and it is the third Saturday of the month. Like I said, if those two were the case, then the third Saturday, there's no practice. But if it was raining, it says right here, if it rains, softball practice will be canceled. But it wouldn't be canceled because there's no practice to begin with. So N is kind of not really the right answer. So you have to go with or, because we don't know right here. We don't know if it's the third Saturday of the month because it doesn't say, obviously. But it says there's no softball practice, which is a key word, no softball practice. So it could be either raining or the third Saturday of the month is the right answer. And let's see, I made the same question. There will be softball practice every Saturday throughout the blah blah blah. But this part right here, I made I kind of messed up. I'm not really good at English, but if it's Saturday but practice is canceled, then it must be that. True that. Scratch out but. Light. Okay, there we go. If it's Saturday and practice is canceled, then it must be true that it is raining. Okay. Keyword is canceled. And on the top it says if it rains, softball practice will be canceled. It is the third Saturday of the month. No, because like I said in the other question, if it's the third Saturday of the month and practice was canceled, there was no practice to begin with. It is raining and it is the third Saturday of the month. Yeah, like logically that those two wouldn't be correct, either or. It is raining or it is the third Saturday of the month. D can be true. D is always going to be true. Depending on how you asked it. And softball games are on the third Saturday of the month. Okay? And there's no softball games because it doesn't say softball games, it says softball practice. But if it's Saturday and practice is canceled, then it must be true that. So if it's Saturday and practice is canceled, so let me see. And canceled are your two main words. I know "and" doesn't seem like a big word, but it is, because if it said but, if it's Saturday, like if it's Saturday, and if it's Saturday, we have softball practice, but practice got canceled. If it said that, then it has to be it is raining, because the third Saturday of the month wouldn't comply because we had softball practice, but it got but it got canceled. So yeah, see, and or but whatever, if anything is on there, it just depends. If it said, I don't think or would be on there because there's no two choices. Yeah, or would make choices, so two answers basically appear, but it's asking a question, so it's kind of hard. But and but are like kind of the two main ones. So and canceled, if it's Saturday and practice is canceled, so obviously there was practice and it wasn't the third of the month, because if there was a third of the month, there would be no practice to begin with, like I said. And practice is canceled. Canceled is the main one. So if it's canceled, then it must be it is raining. So A. A is your correct answer. And that's all of them. I'm going to send this to you right now.